that will be put in and will be revisited and adjusted for inflation.
Yes.
But no conversation on, but we're gonna hold it for X number of years, we're gonna hold X
I
number of
thought
dollars.
we talked that, we had that my whole.
Yeah, there's kind of a sensitivity here about how much, you know, this is not, you know, this is the surface mining example, it's kind of a concept. You're right about it, there's a point at which the landowner's interest becomes more appropriate
Than ours.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna step on a landowner's rights and say, hey,
No,
that
no,
ditch has
I'm
to
not
be
saying
fixed,
that.
it's your property, if you want it fixed, we'll help you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, because we're trying to protect the landowner's rights by doing this, in my opinion.
Okay.
I guess probably the question here then, is I could think of change to that. Is there any other things that struck you guys as just knee-jerk that we need to take a look at? On this,
When do you have to send this out for the January meeting?
Well, I can send it out whenever you guys have that.
Well, like I said, I got a chance to read over the weekend, I'd like to.
well, let's talk about the next thing.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to get it out of the, you know, is it in or is it out of the thought process here? It's like, what I did was, you know, send this out, but NextEra representatives from Posinelli Law Firm withdrew the draft. They withdrew, I think, draft two. So they're way behind drafts, but regardless. What I did was I picked, like I said, the big issues. Meaning, they had a technical edit that looked like it was good, I think. Okay, because that, you know, and if there was additional work that didn't really change anything that made it better, I took it. So, you know, but these are things that are meaty and have to them. It's just a question of whether you guys want to talk about it now or defer all this to the planning commission. And I go piece by piece, but probably the actually on the last page, where one of the main issues was setback numbers.
Give me a page number.
It's page 7. It says key setback issues. And what I did on that was, I mean, they basically made a general questioning of setbacks. So the way I did it was we had that spreadsheet of other county setbacks. And this is kind of a quick list of things that probably are ones that how you guys fit in within one thing. So, because we went through so many versions, you kind of think about, well, you still have Kingman County in mind. So, that's what this does. It says, okay, are we concerned about the large-scale project size? You guys have 2,000 acre max. You know, this one, I think, is 3,200 acres in Douglas County. Technically, Kingman County has no limit. And Joco has 2,000 acres. This is to say, are you feeling self-conscious about that?
No.
Okay. This is from city limits. There's none in Douglas and Johnson counties, but you guys have a mile. And Butler has 2 miles. And Johnson has 1.5 miles. So you're actually better than everybody except Douglas County. This is from other large-scale solar. And same with Butler and Johnson, Douglas County has no distance. Distance from Pownds to road. I think it's probably one of your bigger ones. You got 150 feet. Johnson has 50. There's no distance. This is larger. Biggest one's Douglas County's 500, just half. And max panel height there. That's just. It's just when they say setbacks are onerous, that's what we're talking about. So that's just maybe something you guys look at.
I'll chew those over. comes back to what I've kind of said all along. We're writing the regulations to protect county citizens, and if a business entity can fit their business model into our regulations, fine and dandy. If not, then go on down the road.
But you're assuming that zoning and planning won't change that.
And they might,
And so I think
yeah.
they may change it, send it back to us, and then we may change it and have recommendations to go back to them.
Yeah, this is just,
Yep.
because that was said, that the setbacks are all, or, you know, X, Y, Z.
Correct. There has to be a starting place for everything,
Yep.
so.
Yeah, and it was just how you guys can put that in context of what you guys did versus what everybody else.
But I personally, I don't feel this is negotiation.
With.
I don't feel the regulations that we are writing in negotiation with an energy company that wants to
I
get in
didn't say
here.
it was, it's a negotiation though with zoning. and planning.
Yes.
They have every authority
Yeah.
to change any
Oh,
of
no, no,
this.
yeah,
And so, the whole process of this, when they get this,
yep,
and the public gets to come in and say, for or against, and here's why I'm for or against, that's when they get that opportunity to make that change. I've told people that are for, that you need to go to that meeting, and you need to voice your, if 2,000 acres isn't enough, show up zoning and planning and make your case there. They're the ones that can change it.
yes.
If you don't like a mile from any incorporated city, go to that meeting and ask for that to be changed. All those changes will come at those meetings, not here.
Yep.
We are just creating a document that is a starting place that zoning and planning can now have in public meetings. They can hear from people, they can go over, they can add to, they can send it back to.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I'm getting at. I don't think that this is, belongs here. Let's, next year, this. I think we need to get the starting point, and then we go over there, and, next year wants to come in and talk about it, talk about the plan, issue, that's not our bailiwick.
And this is probably more for purposes, that, you know, I would think that, you know, these things, that you could be worried about the fact that, you know, this isn't gonna work or whatever, and they're right. I mean, because we're, you know, maybe they say, well, you don't understand X, Y, Z. I didn't see much of that. I mean, but I wanted to put these in front of you so you guys can take a look and say, okay, before we send it, we've obviously made a mistake, but if there's anything here that's in that category that you guys can decide. I mean, one of the things that is interesting and maybe you just want to, what I would say is want to make a statement for it versus set it out right now.
I do have one clarification on one we talked about this. I understand 2/3 of it, but the other third is something I want to question. It is airports and airstrips, number 13. 5 miles of any military airfield or commercial airport. Now the or is airstrip. Private airstrip, how do you identify that? If I decide to buy land across, say, the road from, one of these, a farm, and, I go, well, I'm gonna put it right there. How do you identify that?
I thought what my notes had was that we really only could talk about actual airports or official, I mean, not private
Okay.
farmland airstrips.
Okay.
No private air.
Okay. Yeah, clearly identified in there.
Well, I guess nomenclature was the hiccup. I always thought there were military airfields, they
Yeah.
don't call
Yeah.
airports, they don't airstrips, so I said, well, the military has airfields, and commercial has airports. They don't have, and then airstrip probably private or limited business. You know, it's not public, so that's why that's what we said.
Are you, and so you're asking,
If I, like, my uncles used to have an airstrip east of town here on a hayfield. They called that an airstrip because they landed their airplanes. Like,
if it's private only,
private only. If it's privately owned.
isn't that what's in the regulation?
It says
Well, it's just
airstrip.
commercial airport or airstrip.
airstrip, it says airstrip.
There's no private, I mean, I guess that,
There's no significant, go ahead.
yeah, but that's just it, I think our private airstrips are regulated. So, I'm sure they are, right?
Special use permit.
Special use.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, you can,
These regulations, airstrip does not meet this regulation,
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
correct?
I think if you've got a commercial airport or a military airport, then it's,
That would be the only thing that would restrict. But a
Yeah.
private airstrip, I mean, Pinans up here are right into a pasture,
Okay.
and they get a special use permit to do so, that doesn't constitute a commercial or military.
No,
Right.
because I read that, I want to just clarify that.
Yeah,
I understand two-thirds of it, and the other third of it is identify that.
I don't know if we wanna go into that mess, because that's, I mean, to my mind, at a certain point, that just becomes their risk. We're not, you know, backwards.
Okay.
Okay? Well, it's up to you guys, I'll make changes no matter what.
If you want to email those out individually, that'd be fine.
Yeah, and you wanna send it to the planning commission, or you wanna have another?
No, I'm go ahead and send it, like I say, we've read through it all through the different revisions. I just want a chance to, finish this up and go through it, go ahead and send it out
Well,
whenever.
I guess I wanna get the outline, basically, it's gonna say something to the effect of, decommissioning, an amount will be held for a period of 5 years, for the purposes of, review and checking information of the property, and funds can be used for that, but at the end of the 5 years, if there's a real big problem, you release.
Okay.
You no problem with partial release either, they can apply to release funds in excess of what is necessary to claim the property.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It is 11:27. Thank you. Do you have anything else? Thank you. Shawn, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Come on
Appreciate
up.
it.
Thank you for taking some time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm looking around, congratulations. Appreciate that, thank you very much.
You're younger, so you can tell me.
Congratulations, John.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of just, if you want to walk through whatever you got to share with us, if you got questions of us or.
Well, not really. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really have a set agenda.
Okay.
Really, it was just an opportunity to come in, introduce myself, to the commission. Make sure that my belief is to real strongly work close with every county commissioner. So there's 3 counties in the district, so, spent at another one this morning already. So just trying to, establish those conduits of communication, understand the importance or the priorities that the commission may have for communities.
I appreciate that. I would say, I guess, if I can go first, one of the things that I would, there are several things, but unfunded mandates that the state puts on counties, those that you could help get rid of would be great, because every time an unfunded mandate from the state comes in, we have to find the money somewhere. I'm not gonna mention a certain set, says that there are no unfunded mandates, but I would say, LAV, or not LAVTR, but the revenue neutral meetings will be unfunded, and it is a mandate by the state of Kansas that we have to pay postage and people and overtime and fees. So, Kansas Association of Counties website, they're going this, and I think right now there's 18 unfunded mandates that they're going to lobby the state legislature to get rid of. So if we get those, and we should be getting them here in the next few weeks, I'll forward that on to you so that you have an idea, because I don't know all of them. But that would be something, and then Mark, you brought up something at the last KAC conference that I thought was a really good idea, because they're getting rid of LAVTR.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They've already got rid of LAVTR, which you're familiar with, the local ad valorem tax, that's just off the books now. So the suggestion was
what I had put forward to add to the legislative agenda was to unfund all taxes that were specific to LABTR. Because when it started back in the 30s, there were taxes that they had specifically funded LABTR with. And throughout the years, there were taxes that were added to that to complete the funds. And I think liquor by the drink was one of them, or cigarette tax, things like that. There was a portion of those, all that went to fund LABTR. If we no longer have LABTR, we no longer need to be
Paying those taxes.
to the state, because that's honestly where all of the surplus is right now. The $3 billion surplus, or whatever it is, that's where that money came from, was those taxes that they haven't paid to the counties in the last 30 or 22 years. So, suggestions I had, it passed, and so that's gonna be one of their legislative, we'll probably hear about it, one of their legislative agendas is to do that.
You know who Jay Hall is?
I do not.
Jay is an attorney who works for Kansas Association of Counties. He advocates for county issues. Jay is very good at what he does. He has a plethora of information. He lobbies. I think it would be to your advantage to get to know Jay, just for information of what affects counties and how it affects.
And also Mike Taylor.
Yeah, Mike Taylor, another great individual. Again, they're advocating for counties, may not always be what the states do, but at least I think would be good information or give you history behind certain things.
We've already talked about keeping an open mind with Northeast Kansas area. They oversee and work with us on the Jackson County Senior Citizen Center. This is a model out here that we have here in Fulton. Very well run, Meals on Wheels, things like that. They've not had great communication over the past several years with previous representatives. Also, Northeast Kansas Community Action Plan, too. I would ask that you would, visit with them too. We briefly talked on this. They do a lot of great things here in the community. So, just from my standpoint, what I've worked with the last 4 years.
Yeah, and as you come across, like these unfunded mandates, as you come across them, you read about them, if you're going, I wonder how this really does affect a county, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Because it may seem like, well, this really does affect the county in a particular way. Christie is very knowledgeable about how some of these things affect us. So if you want our perspective of how it affects us, we'd be glad to have that conversation with you. Because it may be hard to understand some of these, that doesn't really affect it, or is there a different way to approach it? So I appreciate the fact that you're wanting to open those lines of communication up. We like drinking from the fire hydrant for a while.
Well, I don't have a background in politics.
Yeah.
That's the reality to it.
That's good.
My involvement was spearheading and driving for a change, which we were successful for in this last year, and that exposure was my motive.
So what do you see, or what is your thoughts on the state and how they, property taxes, how they affect property taxes? What do you hope to gain or do in that aspect?
So I'm not an expert in that topic specifically at all.
Okay.
So I don't know where the state's
Okay.
involvement is at this point.
Okay.
I can tell you that that's one of the hot topics that I've been asked about. I
It
guess you guys probably have a much more pulse on that topic than I do. Property taxes is not a very popular topic around our community, our county, and I can tell you the same counties up north have the same conversation. So property tax is a topic that I know is getting a lot of attention. I don't pretend to be knowledgeable enough to hold an assessment on one way or the other.
You will.
So what's your email address?
So I'm actually getting my formal one tomorrow. So
Okay.
I can email you that. The one I'm using right now for any political
Yep.
aspects is shawn.willcott@gmail.com.
And if you would, just your official one, if you want to
Yep.
get that to Christie,
Yep.
and she'll disperse it.
Yep. So I'll send you the
Yes.
email address, my office number, and my cell number.
Do you have your sign list?
I have 3 committees that I've been assigned to. I have assigned to the Commerce, Labor, and Economic Development Committee,
Okay.
Federal and State Affairs Committee, and Services Budget.
Social services probably would go into kneecap as well, because they have Kansas, or they have state money and federal money, so they'll probably be a good committee for you, make a nice bridge. There's also some things going on in the community, I'm sure you're well aware of the request from the county to our state senators and congressmen about recovering money of revenue lost USA property, so that's something I encourage you to work with the commission going forward on that. So,
we also just, email out to Francis, our camp, about increasing a 4% sales tax, and that would be, solely for hospital. So, it is not a popular thing with the community, but willing to do it for the hospital on their behalf, and then allow the public to vote on next fall. So if you wanna, you know, I'm not sure, 100% sure how the process works as it goes. He'll introduce it, and then I don't know if he'll need additional support, but if, you know, Carrie, Simon, you know, visit with her a little bit about, you know, why she needs the money, those types of things. And I did get an email from her, she wants it. On the flip side of that, what Dan's talking about, if we get the federal legislation passed, there would be no need for that quarter sales tax, which would be good for our community. We would be able to fully fund whatever she needs at the hospital through that angle. And then I think continued support for the 4-lane north of Poland. I know that 30 is the year.
Yes.
I know how things change, and 3 years down the road, they go, we're gonna make a different path. So continued support for that, I think, is really important to this community and to Brown County, and all the counties that you represent.
Yep.
So if you really need to keep your eye on that, you know, things do change somewhat seriously at the state level. Don't know why. Anyway, I guess that's about all I.
Yeah, once you get a chance to meet Calvin Reed, the Secretary of Transportation.
Really nice guy.
Really nice guy. He actually travels 75 quite often because his wife has family in Hiawatha, and Big 7, so, well, Big East now, I guess, yeah. And so he's up and down the road all the time, so we actually spoke to him at the listening tour. He knew exactly what we're talking about. So, keep good line of communication over with him. I think he's gonna be help us a lot, help you a lot for trying to get us on from K-20 all the way up to state line. So, I think we're gonna have a good partnership there.
I don't have anything else.
Any questions of us?
Not at this point in time, really, this was more of, I mean, we've all passed.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like it's a blind introduction,
Yeah.
but this is more a, hey, you know, I have a strong belief that, in my capacity as a representative of the district and other members of the district, it really needs to be a ground up, not a top down mentality. And so, the representation that I bring to the State House, it will be a lot of, learning curve of the system. So I've seen how a law changes from a civilian.
Yeah.
Now I'll have a very strong, firsthand knowledge and ability to learn how it operates from the inside, if you will. And so, understanding that is gonna be a big chunk of, my anticipation is that's gonna be a big chunk of years learning that system. But having the communication channels set up, the formal ways, the phone numbers, the emails, specific topics that have an interest on. I mean, it's not like this is a one meeting, we're done, you know,
Right.
until next year. I anticipate this to be an ongoing relationship where information, communication can be back and forth. And not just at the commissioner, not at the county commissioner, I mean, chambers of commerce,
Yeah.
looking to get with different community development, things of that nature as well. So this is just a step one of how we continue to represent and grow our communities and be represented in the state.
Yeah, we'll be, I believe in January, I'm looking at my calendar here. There's a day where it's, county days of the
Yeah.
legislature. So typically, public or, county commissioners and other personnel come down and just spend time going around visiting with the representation. So okay, we'll try to find problems and come in and just say, hey,
Yep, the door will always be open.
okay. I don't have anything else.
I can't think of it. Like I said, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Jumped right out of the frying pan in the fire, right?
You know, I had a, if you would ask me if I was interested in the political side, I would told you no, I have zero interest. Truly was an internal thing in mid-April where I started having a seed plan. One of those individuals, I was just somebody, and his comment to me was, evil prevails and good men do nothing.
Wasn't Terry, was it?
It was not, it was not.
All right.
But that statement very much, hey, you can't just sit on the sidelines,
Yep.
as you all know.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
All right, I appreciate you guys' time this morning, thank you.
All right, thanks, John, appreciate it.
Have you read the minutes? I have not.
Yeah, I started through those.
Okay.
Change we need to make.
Leave it to you.
If you want to have a conversation with each other, call Shawn here. Hey, Scott, this Keith. Are you there? Are you done with your appointment, or is it gonna be an all-day thing, or? Oh, okay. Okay, we'll, don't worry about it. Take care of your wife, and we'll talk later. No. It's all good. All right, see you, bye.
How's she doing?
She's got another appointment.
Okay.
Take care of that.
Okay.
Here's to resignation, raise for, both for the sheriff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody's interested, UTI, Training Institute, you can go to that. We have an agreement for disposal of household hazardous waste material for January.
That's just so you know, you got the signed copy back. That's a signed copy of the document.
Okay. Okay, that's all we need on that. We read it. We're going down. Do we want to continue to be members of the League of Kansas Municipalities?
Oh, I thought we kicked that out a year or two ago because we didn't understand.
Do we want that?
We thought it was duplication of services from KHC.
Technically, I mean, the Kansas League is mostly cities, and I think they're open, but,
I think they send us a bill as if, here, we want you to be, here's the bill, it will be due by this amount. I don't think, to my knowledge, we won't last year,
Those are the last 3 years.
3 years.
That's what I
So,
thought.
if you guys don't want that,
I think KAC is what we need to be in, not the League of Municipalities.
yeah,
Almost $900.
yeah, I'm fine with that also, I don't really need that.
Oh. Yes.
NRCS office will, the next week, get more information back from Kate on that.
And this is, waste, livestock, waste management, referred to the voucher, which you received a new license permit. And they sell everything else in fair to, or maybe state, I'm not sure. That's the only in this area. Any updates on IT?
We had a meeting with them last week, and we're getting ready to do the dual application. That's our last step.
This, I talked to Pat earlier this morning, he told me that the internet was down, but they believe it's a giant issue.
Yeah, we're gonna switch it.
Okay.
So the judge, Honorable Judge Jeff Elder is asking us to consider increasing our juror pay from what we currently do $10 if you show up, 20 if you're chosen, plus mileage. Both receive mileage, but 20 a day if you're sitting in the box or an alternate. He would like us to up that to 20 and 50 plus mileage. I'm not sure where we come up with the money,
I don't know what up with the money.
because that would have been information we would have probably needed in May, not December.
And the courts, yeah. Courts are
You
related.
guys have here, you know.
Jury trials.
Quite a few.
I mean, that's something
A lot of
we
bad
tried,
guys got rolled down 7,500.
that's something we tried to budget for, but for this year, I don't see any way we can do it.
Then,
26.
so then yeah, we're already short.
68,000.
So, and why is that? You're saying it's 68,000, why is that?
the correct number? The courts
You're
are,
talking for the courts, what they were.
they're over budget $68,000.
Courts are over budget.
Well, that money comes to them anyway, doesn't it?
Right, but they brought in, I think if it found out, they brought in around 50,000
Oh.
in their sector.
Okay,
So they're much more.
20,000. So that would just mean an additional however many dollars going forward. It's not in the budget.
Well, county general would have to cover it. We have that.
Yeah,
So,
I'd say wait till next year, my thought.
Yeah.
at this point, then, we'll send a letter back to Judge Elder telling him that we'll take it under consideration for the sixth budget, but there is no money available for this year, 2025 year. You all want to agree with that?
I agree.
Consensus?
I agree. Now, has anybody from KAC contacted you about new commissioner training? Okay, and I would highly recommend that you do it. I learned a lot in that NAP, and it's a good thing, so.
We have a gentleman who is currently on the zoning appeals board, Terry Bernardus.
Bernardus, it's a lady.
Yeah, she's out, soldier.
Terry, okay. She'd like to continue being on that, have no problem with that. I will entertain a reappointment.
Yeah, we continue on, look at this
Second.
appeals.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. And then Scott, if you wanna reach out, Mark, and just visit with Scott tomorrow. when
Yeah,
he's done,
yeah, I'll do that.
Have that conversation, with
Yep.
him and run out there.
Can do.
I'm reading the minutes.
We say there are some corrections, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need to put in there,
The road that we went to look at.
yep,
Oh, okay.
and tailings on both sides of the road.
Take out what, I'm sorry?
That he owns on both sides of the road, back on
Oh,
page
yeah, gotcha,
3.
gotcha.
Yep. Yep.
Gotcha.
Any more for me, or is this?
You guys have anything else for? Okay. Cool. Okay, so.
And that was all I saw.
And Todd, if you get a definition between abandoning and disclosing, and you get some language on that that would be beneficial for us to read ahead of the meeting, that way we can make a informed decision on whether, that'd be great, thank you.
Picture.
And just so that we know too what our liability issues are between the two.
Got it down.
All right, thank you. Have a good one, be careful.
All right, see ya.
Take it easy.
Later.
You talked to Martha?
I did not get a hold of Martha.
Your plan.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes with corrections.
So moved. Did you have one?
No, you want that change on the road that we did.
We did, I do.
Okay, great, got a second.
Move and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
And just to let you guys know, I told you down at the convention the other day, Keith, I did get my self-nomination in for the JCKC board. So they acknowledged they received it, so now we'll wait and see what happens. So,
Good luck. Anything else you need action on? Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So the
Second.
Move and second, all.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Or see you all.
Wednesday.
Wednesday's the dinner.
Yeah, Thursday's the celebration.
Yep.
Retirement.
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of coming up. Okay.
And that's at noon? 4.
Yeah.
Upstairs in the courtroom?
Yeah, it is, you know?
I'll do that thing about.
I have to go back and look at my invitation. I think it is. I'll call her and let her know.
Thank you.